Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to do eye swatches again. I have done recently for the Color Range Juicy Boost palette, and I thought this palette is also really interesting in terms of the color story. So let's do eye swatches for the NYX Ultimate Shadow palette, and it's named Ultimate Utopia. This is how the palette looks like. It's a 16 pan palette, and NYX has also come out with how do I open this? Oh my god, it's a little difficult to open. So NYX has also come out with a bigger palette with a lot of shades in it. I'm not really sure how many shades are in there, but it's much bigger in size, and this is the mini version of it. And yeah, I found the color story of the big one also very fascinating, but I am not usually drawn to buy bigger palettes, so I thought the mini one will be nice to have. So I purchased it from BeautyLish. I paid around $14 to $16 for this, which I think is quite affordable considering it's a 16 pan palette. In Singapore this will cost much more. I think in Singapore this should be around 30 to 35 Singapore dollars. So I'm not too sure if it's available in Singapore yet or in India. I'm not really sure, but I hope it comes soon. So let's get started. We'll do eye swatches for this palette. I'll also show you hand swatches at the end. Okay guys, let's get started quickly. There are 16 shadows in here. Let me just give you a quick close-up. You can see the shades are very interesting, very different, especially these blues, the greens are something different. And if you want to see looks with this palette, then I have the video up on my main channel where I have created 2 looks with this palette in a get ready with me style. In fact, I'm currently filming that video, and in between I thought let me do the swatches of this palette as well. Okay, so let's get started with the first 2 shades. I will do one on each eye. First we have this one, which is a creamy pink beige kind of a color. It's a good highlight shade for my skin tone, and I have a little bit of concealer and powder on my eyes. They are going to be very rough swatches. Really pigmented, smooth shadows. In fact, all the shadows which I have used so far in the palette, they are very nice and smooth. Okay, so that's this color right here. It's a nice highlight shade for our skin tone. Next we have another highlight kind of shade, but it has a bit of shimmer in it, like infused. So I'll swatch that one. I have my brush cleaner right here, so I don't know how much this sparkles or the shimmers will get translated. Oh yeah, I can see a bit of shimmer on my eyes. This is a beige, light beige color. Very pigmented shadow, this one as well. Very smooth. So this is going to be also a highlight shade for my skin tone. Both of them look quite similar on my skin tone, since both are very light shade. This one may be just a tad bit brighter. So yeah, the first 2 shades I will be using this one more as highlight. This one I'm not too sure if I'll use that much. Okay, let's move on to these 2 shades. In the first row there's a pink, and there is like a shimmer shade which is sort of like a corally pink color. First I will swatch the pink matte shade. This also is very pigmented. It's a light baby pink matte, beautiful color. It will be good as a blending shade. So that's how the pink looks on my skin tone. It's a little bit light, but I can still make it work, and it will work well as a blending shade. And next I'm going to swatch this shimmer. The shimmer I think I'll swatch with my fingers so that it's a little bit easier to apply. Okay, so that's the shimmer. This is more of a corally pink, sort of a light shimmer shade. It's quite smooth, but it's a little bit flaky, so you have to like smoothen it out and probably use fixers to make it look more smooth. The shine is not even in this one. It's not like a smooth metallic sheen. It's a little bit off, I would say. I don't know, it's an okay color. It's an okay color for me. I don't think I will be using it that much. The matte shade I love. There is like a peachy coral kind of a vibe to it, and it also has a gold shift, but it doesn't really translate that much. So yeah, I don't think I'll be using it that much. Okay, let's move on to the second row. There are 3 shimmers or metallic. One has glitter infusion and there is one matte. Starting off with the light shimmery peach sort of a color. Since it's a shimmer formula, I will just use my fingers. This appears quite smooth, at least smoother than the previous one. Yeah, this is definitely smoother than the previous one. So this is like a light highlight color. If you are a fairer, you can also use it as like a brow bone highlight, or this can make a good like inner corner inner lid shade. Okay, not bad, not intensely reflective and intensely metallic, but it's nice, it's smooth. It's a smooth shimmer finish shadow. I don't see a lot of glitter or anything infused in it. It's just a plain peachy shimmer. Let's move on to the next one, which is one of my favorite shades in the palette. It's sort of like a taupey, olivey green sort of a color. It's one of my favorite kind of shades. Ah, so pretty. It has like a reflect as well, that duochrome reflect, very subtle, not intensely reflective, but very subtle, and I don't mind subtle reflect either. This will make it very wearable. And this one also doesn't have glitter or shimmer particles infused. It's also smooth shine, again not intensely metallic, but it has that shift, subtle shift, and I think it complements my skin tone really nicely. So this is going to be a very nice neutral shimmery shade. It has sort of a pink shift to it as well. Very interesting. It's quite subtle, so I hope the camera is able to capture it. Okay, let's move on to the next 2 shades. There is again a peach matte. The mattes in this palette are really nice, very pigmented, and the blend is also quite well. They are applying very smoothly with the brush. So this again will be like a transition shade for me, like the pink shade of the first row. Okay, so that's the peachy matte, nothing too fancy about it. Really like the color. Let's do this one, the shimmery glittery gold olive green sort of color. This is really glittery and feels a little chunky, but applying smoothly. This will definitely have some sort of fallout if you're working with brush. Okay, I think it's pretty clear how this shade looks like. A lime green, olive green sort of a shimmer shade, which is quite glittery as well. It's not like an intense metallic shimmer. It has glitters infused, and considering it has glitter, it's quite smooth. So that's the olive green shade. As expected, the previous shade had a lot of glitter here, so just ignore the glitter. Let's move on to the third row. So the third row has also very interesting shades. There are 2 light green sort of colors. I will swatch this one first. This one is like a light green with a little bit of a blue tone, and it looks very blue on my skin tone, like a very light minty, not exactly minty, like a pastel-y green color. This one also feels a little bit chunky, but it's easy to smooth out, and the shine is much better than some of the other shimmery shades. Okay, this one is not very subtle. It has a metallic glow, and there's a lot of glitter and shimmer inside it. So this one is the pastel-y green. Swatching the next green, which is that matte green. Even though this color is quite light, I didn't think this will show up this instantly on my this intensely on my skin tone. But I don't really like these kind of grayish tones too much on me, but yeah, I might try sometime. Very pigmented green or blue. So those are the first 2 shades in the third row. Okay, I have some fallout this side as well because of the last shimmer shade I applied. Next, moving on to these two colors. So there is a blue shimmer and this plummy purple eggplant color. So first applying the blue shimmer, which I have used in the tutorial also today. You can check that out in my on my other channel. This one also has a lot of fallout. Definitely with the glitter or the shimmer shades, use a primer, glitter glue, because this one also has fallout. So that one is a light blue shimmer. Fallout is there, but it's quite smooth. It's not highly intense, but it's shimmery, it has glitter. And then we'll do the purple or the eggplant color. The purple is also very nice. I've tried it before. It's very pigmented. Look at that. And it builds up quite nicely. The blend of this purple is very nice. I think I love this purple. It's a really nice deep shade in the palette, and I've used this purple before. It looks really nice, especially with these colors, this glitter and this glitter. It looks really nice. Okay, moving on to the fourth row, we have a beautiful brown, a peachy brown. It's a great shade for my skin tone as a transition shade or on the crease. Very nice color. And then you have a deeper olive gold color. That's also a glitter. The matte brown and the peachy matte shades together, they work super duper well. You can create a easy matte look with the two shades. Throw in a little bit of the purple or the deeper matte shade, which I will swatch now. So that's the brown, like a light peachy brown, very warm toned brown. Love that shade. Next we'll do the olive again. So this olive is a little bit more muted, not as the last one. This one is more of a lime green sort of a color. This is more of an olive. And this also is very smooth, quite intense. Look at that. I think it applies very smoothly. Best of the lot. Whichever glitter infused shade I have swatched till now in this palette, this one applies the smoothest. And even the shine, you can see this one has more shine than the previous two. Okay, impressed with the two so far. Let's move on. Okay, I am not even going to fix this area now. Just last two shades are there. So this one is a deeper brown and a deeper bluish green. Both are matte shades. First going with the brown, and it's a nice deep brown. So it almost looks like a black. Oh, I forgot to apply some powder onto the lid. So this shadow may look a little bit patchy. So just know that I haven't really applied powder on the lid first. Okay, so here is that brown, the blackened brown. Sort of tried to blend out here a little bit. Yeah, it's a beautiful color. It has like a plummy undertone. This will be great for intensifying the eye look. So love this matte shade. I'm glad that they have added a shade like that in this palette. Next we are going to go into the green, deeper green with a sort of like a blue hint. This is a beautiful green, very pigmented. I've already used it and it works great. I think the mattes in this palette are really nice. Some of the shimmers may need work. That's where the palette is lacking a bit. But the mattes are really nice. Okay, so that's the last deep shade in the palette. This one, the greenish blue. And those are the two last shadows in the palette. I think I love both of them. Both will help to intensify any look. So that's the palette swatch, guys. Let me show you some hand swatches right here. I will go row by row. So first you will see the first row, then we have the shadows of the second row, then we have the third row, and then the fourth. So these are the swatches of all the shades. I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you want to see looks with this palette, then I have 2 looks up on my main channel, so just go ahead and check out my video there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. I will see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye.